I'm actually just going to walk you through what I did in this battle, good, bad. So we're on power plant, and I know when I first dropped in, sometimes I jump, sometimes I don't, simply because I basically don't like showing what my body is. I know that sounds kind of odd, but it does give you a benefit at times. So we're actually moving into our home beacon. And my weapons are 300, of course, so this is a death button, which means if I get a full load on you, you should be dead. And when you're playing, you always want to try and keep looking around. Every once in a while I get caught not looking around, and I sometimes pay for it. And see, I noticed there's an aphid. I jump to avoid his aphids, but I kind of keep him on track. Then my goal is to get this guy out of here to go and get this beacon. I wanted to get that other guy, but I had already jumped, so my jump was on cooldown. And usually what I do is try and fire before they come around the corner. I learned when I was watching Adrian, a lot of times when he goes to shoot, if somebody's coming around the corner, he'll move. Now this guy jumped, I didn't realize my health. I was trying to avoid what he had, but I didn't have anything for him as far as my health was concerned. So sometimes you can jump out of the way of splash. There's a video that I have where I actually jumped out of the way of a griffin, not a griff, but a Leo. Now here I see that aphid user, it's a GI patent. He's got 350, so I'm watching the range on him. Those aphids can hurt you pretty bad, so I don't know the level, but definitely the higher they are, the more damage they do. So here I'm actually just jumping to get behind the building. I'm not trying to attack him. I just want to be by the building, so if he fires his aphids, he's not going to hit me. And also trying to keep an eye on this guy. Sometimes you can look at a person and you'll notice, I think in this video somebody does the same thing. They look at me, I walk away, and then they go walking on like, you know, no issue. Now I notice my targeting. I've been complaining about this. If you listen to my live stream, I would complain about it all the time. Try not to anymore, but I believe it's only on Android. But when you jump, your targeting, even though you're locked on target, it will actually switch to a different target, and that is, yeah, very crucial in fights. So here I have I gotta try and help with him, get this guy out of here as well. The guy who had the small amount of health is like in front of that guy, so he just got somebody took him out. And then I think I got hit by aphid again. So my goal here is to damage this guy. My weapons are not fully charged. I didn't really look at my weapons completely. I was just waiting for him to get closer, and I didn't know if my weapons were going to actually get cleanly, like hit him cleanly, or if some were going to hit the building. But most of them hit him cleanly. He was far enough out that he took most of my weapons. Now I'm just going to try and corner shoot him to get him out of there. And when you're corner shooting, you'll see the little red arrow light up red. I think even on the new one it turns red. So, and trying to watch out for aphids. For some reason my button gets stuck every once in a while, so I'm not really firing here, but it's actually firing. Here I started to fire because he was within 300, but he moved outside the radius and my weapon just went wide. So this guy, I'm half dead, so my goal is just to fire and then move as I can, but I know I'm not going to make it out of this fight. Now with my carnage, depending on the time of the fight, I'll use my rush just to get back into the battle, so to speak, or get close. That's when I use my rush. When I start out, a lot of times I don't rush. Sometimes I do if I'm trying to get to a certain point before they can, so I maybe can get a strategic advantage. It just depends. Now he's within my 500, so I'm gonna fire on him. You see my arrow turn red, and I'm doing damage to him. So when you have EC Thunders, if they're under 500 and you have a clean shot, go ahead firing them. They're like little buckshots, bro. They hurt you. So right now I fired once, he jumped out the way, and I thought to myself, you know what, you should have waited till you got close enough. Usually if you get close enough to them, a lot of times they don't know you're there, you can go ahead and take them out. I'm thinking as Leo's about to engage me, but if you watch them, I don't think they realized I was there. Just kind of watch their movement. It's like they were looking somewhere else and then I showed up. So now somebody's doing damage to me, otherwise I would have killed him without all that damage. So the Talams, and then I got hit by Orkins. So sometimes when you're in a battle and you get hit, most time you can tell when other people are firing at the same time, but sometimes you can't. So it's kind of good to take note of that, and it's good to record your fights because it helps you learn a lot. I know you don't have to upload them, definitely, but just kind of watch and you can actually see maybe certain things you didn't want to do. Here I want to get him. Now he's running at me. I have a full shield. Now he jumped out the way. He probably realized, okay, it's a bad idea. Now here's what I was talking about. He fired at me, I turned away, and then he just walked on. He or she, I don't know. But you know, with a Carnage, you cannot really turn your back on a Carnage. Like, you have to be aware that there's a Carnage there, because my rush, look how quickly I'm on him. He doesn't even know it's me firing on him, to be honest with you. I can guarantee that they didn't even know it was me, because a Leo, they're used to taking a lot of damage, and sometimes a Leo can be a handicap. Sometimes, because it has so much armor, and if you've been playing it from, you know, silver all the way up to gold, and you're just moving through ranks, you get used to just walking up to people and just burning them down, and sometimes that can get you in trouble. So you need to have a balance on that. So here I learned that you could actually stand right on that corner and turn this beacon. So if nobody's there, or maybe somebody's shooting at you, stay on that corner and turn the beacon. And I'm just trying to get around him. He's corner shooting, that's what he's supposed to do, but I wanted to get close enough to him. So EC Thunders, then I had some assistance right there from the Plasma Grip. So right now we're still up just by a little bit. If you look at the bar at the top, the bar is actually in front of the first robot on their side. Actually, it's almost even right now. I'll take that back. So yeah, I got whopped. So here's my last bot. The goal right now is to get a beacon. We just need to get a beacon. Then I know once I'm getting to this beacon, I think my man's gonna grab that one. Yeah, he's starting to turn that beacon. So at the end of the fight, even if you look like you're winning, like right now we're still even. If you look at the bar is basically underneath the outside leg of each robot. If you look at the little like, looks like a robot at the top. So my man just took that beacon. I'm taking this beacon. This is pretty much to try and solidify it. Now this is a Raijin. The Raijin could have maybe survived a little bit longer if he had a lockdown right there. So I would have had to get past his shield. But the thing about a Raijin, if you're still moving, you have no shield. So, you know, sometimes people don't think about that. And it may not have mattered, but I would have had to get through his shield. So he might have got maybe a few more shots in. I don't know if he would have killed me. But, you know, Zeus's and Carnage they're not friends. So, because you don't have any armor. So we took out 6 people, 6 bots, got 6 beacons. I think it's pretty good. And the teams, everybody's almost even. Overall, I hope this video helps you as far as your tactics, and I'll try and work on doing more videos where I'm, you know, telling you what I'm doing. And then I watched my man's video, Battle Vital. He actually slowed some stuff down. I thought about that, but it was really awesome because you could really see what was going down, how they took him out, and just it was perfect. So I definitely be incorporating that into my videos in the future. But other than that, man, I hope you guys enjoyed this video.
Thanks for watching. Leave a comment if you enjoyed this video, and as always, choose like over death.